We begin with our protagonist, Elma, a boy reincarnated into another world. As he reads through a book, something feels strange. Every word he sees, every concept he learns, it all feels deeply familiar, almost as if he has known it for a very long time. Time passes, and soon Elma stands before the altar for his divine blessing ceremony. A strange sense of déjà vu washes over him. Elma thought to himself, why does this feel so familiar? His father placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Don't worry, Elma, you are my child. I believe the blessing of the sword will grant you a powerful class." The cardinal stepped forward and said, "Elma Edvan, I will now perform the baptism and bestow your class." Suddenly, the cardinal shouted, "Blasphemy!" Elma's expression sharpened as he thought, "As I expected, I know what this is." He continued thinking, 5 years ago, no, even before that, before I was even born." Then the realization struck him. Elma thought, "This world, it's exactly the same as the VR game I used to play, Magic World." He paused before thinking again. If that's the case, then I still want my favorite class. At that moment, a glowing status window appeared before him. It read, Elma Edvan, Level 1, Class Heavy Knight, HP 10 out of 10, MP 4 out of 4, Attack Power 3 Defense 3 Magic Power 5. Elma's eyes narrowed as he thought. The strongest yet worst class in Magic World, the Heavy Knight. At the same time, a voice echoed, announcing, "Class Heavy Knight." Silence filled the room. Elma turned toward his father, forcing a nervous smile, and said, "Father, I did it. I am now a Heavy Knight." His father's face twisted in disbelief as he said, "Jay, just now I must have heard wrong, right? You said Sword Saint, correct?" Elma looked confused and shocked at his father's reaction. He thought to himself, "I mixed up the knowledge from my previous life with this one." He continued, "In this world, simple and powerful classes are valued above all else, while classes that grow stronger over time are seen as worthless." Suddenly, his father grabbed his hand and checked his status. His father shouted angrily, "Heavy Knight, what kind of class is that? These numbers are pathetic. You don't even have a single attack skill. This is nothing but a defective class." Elma tried to respond and said, "Father, please calm down. My HP and defense are..." Before he could finish, his father shoved him aside and said, "I have no interest in that." The people in the room began whispering. Some looked at him in disgust, while others quietly laughed. His father looked down at him coldly and said, "I'm glad I kept this ceremony private. If this had been public, the Edvan household would have been humiliated." Elma lay there in shock, staring at his father. Then the doors opened. A girl stepped inside and said, "I am scheduled for my divine blessing ceremony as well. May I proceed?" She was Maris, a daughter of the branch family of the Edvan household. Elma recalled faint memories of playing with her as a child, but over the past 5 years, they had barely spoken. The cardinal hesitated and said, But right now is." Elma's father turned sharply and said, "It's fine, begin the ceremony immediately." A bad feeling formed in Elma's chest. He thought, "This doesn't feel right." The cardinal began again and shouted, "Divine blessing." A new status window appeared. It read, Sword Saint, a legendary class. Maris looked at Elma with a faint smile and said, "Sorry, Elma, it seems I've taken your talent." Elma's heart sank as he thought, "So this was the feeling I had." He continued, "If she received Sword Saint, then Father will." Before he could finish his thought, his father rushed forward excitedly and said, "Wonderful, Maris. As expected of the Edvan bloodline." He grabbed her hands and declared, "From this moment on, you are my daughter. You will become the next successor of the Edvan household." The entire room fell silent in shock. Elma's eyes widened as he watched his father embrace Maris. Maris softly said, "Father." Then she looked down at Elma and said coldly, "Elma, you were supposed to be the one."